Hey everyone, welcome to another Monday night of streaming. I'm Mandy, also known as the Board Gaming Pinup Girl.
And I'm Mike, known as Palom.
So tonight we are going to be playing One Deck Dungeon, published by Asmadi Games. And yeah, lots of fun stuff. So before we get into all that, I'm just going to do a quick blurb about our social media. If you're looking for me, you can find me on YouTube with To Die For Games, as well as on Facebook. Additionally, I am on Instagram, Twitter, Board Gaming Pinup Girl, but Board Gamer Pinup Girl on Twitter. Find me right here on Twitch, and I'm also a Dice Tower contributor.
I'm in many fewer places. I'm on Instagram as Palom, P-A-W-L-O-M. Twitter is Palom21, and here every Monday night, 8 p.m.
Yeah, so there you go. So let's jump in and tell about One Deck Dungeon.
Yes, so One Deck Dungeon. We are going to be rolling a bunch of dice, trying to, tonight, chase down a dragon. We're going to go hunting for a dragon. And the way that we do that is each room that we encounter, and as we play, I'll explain how we're going to be encountering the rooms, but each room will have one of two different types of encounters. There will either be a combat encounter or a peril encounter, which is like a trap. And the way that we resolve the cards, so I'll give you a quick showing here. So here's one of the cards. This would be a combat encounter, and it lists all the values that are needed of the different colors of dice, and you need to fill in those values. If it's a wide box like this one, then you can use multiple dice, and if it's single boxes like these, then you can only use one die to fill in that box. The other type, I'll show you that as well, are perils, where you choose one of the two ways to get through the peril. So for example, in this one, this is a cave-in. You can dismantle the cave-in, which is going to take you a bit more time, or you can climb over it, which you'll actually have to roll higher, and you can only use the color, and you can only roll the color assigned to whichever you choose. But I'll show you how those work as we're going through it. So I do need to shuffle those in.
Ooh, shuffling. And these are the fancy cards.
Yes, these are the plastic cards, which I always like fancy editions of anything, and also coming from a casino background, I'm used to plastic cards quite a bit, so that always pleases me. Anything with cards or chips is great.
You guys watching the shuffling skills here? I can't do any of this. Oh, goodness.
All right. So, to start off, I will switch over here.
Switch scenes. There we go.
And something you will notice is I've put in screens for our characters' abilities and stats. Let me just pull those up for our own reference. So looking at the top bar, that's the Paladin, and that's what Mandy's playing. And the Paladin, looking from left to right, has 2 attack dice, which are the yellow ones, no agility dice, and 2 magic dice, which are the blue ones, and starts with 3 health. And then myself on the bottom, I'm playing the Ranger, and I have no attack dice, 3 agility dice, and 1 magic dice, or magic die. Now, that's what we start with, but as we're going through, when we encounter the various rooms, there are ways that you can use the room for, use that card for items, for abilities, for potions, or for experience. I'll show you how that works when we get there. So this is what we get to start by rolling with. Now, the dragon that we're going up against.
Oh boy.
Depending on which floor that you're going to, the first floor will only have these encounters that we need to worry about. So the Hall of Statues implies that we need to remove 5 time, which is 5 cards from the deck, before we start every floor. And we're going to be going through 3 floors. And as we go down further, we're going to have more things to encounter. So to start off, Hall of Statues means we need to remove 5 time. So the deck represents the dungeon, and the faster you go through here, the quicker it'll be that you go to the next floor, and ideally you don't do that too quickly because you want to level up. You want to get stronger before you start heading down. So this is a bit of a punishment where we have to spend 5 cards right away because of the dragon's ability.
So, just to interrupt,
Yes.
I was typing away with some people on the chat, so I
Yes.
want to thank Holistic Developer for joining us.
Thank you.
And do we talk about the objective of the game? I might have missed that while I was
Well,
typing
the
away.
objective is we're trying to get to the dragon. So the basic overarching play is going to be we go through 3 levels of the dungeon, and then the 4th will be encountering the actual boss, which is the dragon. In the base game, there are 5 different bosses you can go up against. This one will be the dragon. So we're going through the first floor. On your before you start any turn, you do have to spend 2 time, unless something says otherwise, but in this case, we're okay. So the first turn, in this case, is going to be Explore. The Explore action lets us pull out doors for a total of 4 in the middle. After that, you can then spend an action, which will be spending 2 time, to then enter one of these rooms. Anytime you take the Explore action, if there are any doors that were left open, you can only refill back up to 4. So if there are any difficult encounters, you don't want to leave too many out there because your Explore action will only be bringing in a few cards at a time. Ideally, for efficiency's sake, you're refilling 4 at a time. So that was our first turn. Our second turn is going to be spending 2 more time, and now we get into the meat of the game.
Oh boy.
We get to pick a door. So
just for people watching, if you're not necessarily in the chat, we did have a question in regards to if it's a cooperative. So yes, in this circumstance or in this situation, we're playing it cooperatively.
Very much cooperative.
Right, but you can also play it as a solo game.
Yep, this is 1 to 2 players with the base game. If you have 2 decks, you can play up to 4.
Yeah, that's pretty snazzy. All right.
All right, so we spent the 2 time for our second turn.
Yep.
We get to open a door.
Oh boy. Yay. And are we going to talk about this now or later?
I'll mention that. Okay. Actually, no. I'll mention that after when we go through what we get.
Absolutely.
For beating something. So.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go here.
All right. So behind that door is a beetle.
Oh boy.
And it shows you what you need. I will show you on this card.
We got a new up close and personal camera.
So with the beetle, there are 4 boxes that have the armor or the shield in front of it. Those are called armor boxes. And you cannot defeat a card unless you fill all armor boxes. As long as armor boxes are filled, it doesn't matter if you don't fill the rest. You will still be considered defeating the card. You'll just have to suffer the consequences of any empty boxes. So for example, if we don't fill that yellow 6, we would take 1 damage and spend 1 additional time. And that gets split between us. It's not 1 damage each. And we only start with 3. So if you look at the stat counter that I have there, we do only have 3 health. There are ways that we can increase that though. So we know what we're up against. I am missing 1 die. Maybe we should go through what our abilities are.
Yeah.
As the rogue, I do have a black, what's called a heroic die, that I can roll before an encounter. However, if I roll a 1, it's a critical miss, I take 1 damage and I spend 3 time. So this is a great die to have because this is a wild. It can be any color. But there is the risk behind rolling it. And then my secondary, so that is the heroic, what are now called heroic feats. Originally they were called heroic skills. There have been updates to the game. There is a version 1.5 and we are going to be playing the version 1.5 rules. So there are a couple modifications, but I'll let you know what they are as they come up. So one of them is, instead of a heroic skill, it is now called a heroic feat. That was just to remove some confusion between regular skills and heroic skills. And then my other skill is my partner can reroll any 1s when we are encountering a peril, which are the traps, and that's the dungeoneering skill.
All right, so mine is to place a black die here, maximum of 1. If you open a door with 4+ experience.
So on this card, this is the experience in the top. What am I looking at? The top, the top right corner. Looking at it backwards here, and those go up to 4. With Mandi's ability, if we do open a door with a 4 experience encounter, she gets the black die. Whether we encounter it or not, she'll still get the black die, and then she can use that whenever she wants. So I say we go up against this. We do have to keep in mind we will also need a yellow 3 for the requirements of the actual dungeon itself. But
so there's a little bit more.
Yes.
You may roll it before any encounter. Okay, and it says Valiant. And then underneath that, it says your partner may re-roll any 1s, but this is specific to
battles.
Yeah. Oh, and before I continue, thanks. For my coworker Alan, I asked him how the volume was. He said much better.
Okay, great.
Yay, we're moving up. And he likes the new close-up angle.
Thank you. All right. So, yes, we basically, the way these two, the paladin and the rogue, play off of each other is that they both allow their partner to re-roll ones, but one of them will be during encounters, battles, and the other one will be during perils. So in this case, this is a battle. I will get to re-roll any ones.
Yep.
And I say we go for it. So first off, I will roll this before the encounter. Oh, that's sweet.
That's
Got a
nice.
6 on that.
Hello.
That's much better than a 1. All right.
Here we go. Everyone who knows, I have terrible dice rolls. And here we go.
All right.
It's not bad.
So I got 2 5s and 2 1s, but because of Mandi's ability, I get to re-roll my 1s.
Yeah, it might be good.
Better, a 5 and a 1. So then we have to look at matching the colored dice to the colored boxes. And to consider this a win, we must fill all of the armor boxes. So can we do that? You do have the blue 3.
Blue 3 I have, so we can kind of just put that there for the time being.
And we do need these filled. So those are a little overkill, but we need to have those armor boxes filled. And we still have...
I have a 5 yellow.
4. Okay, let's get that in there.
Which is going to get the shield covered, which we have to do.
Perfect. And then we also have the black 6 can go into that one because the black dice are wild and can go in anywhere. What's left is a pink 4 and a yellow 3. Now, you do have the yellow 3.
Yep, so that can happen, so I can cover the 3 over here.
The pink 4 we don't have, but what we can do with what's left is we can combine dice to make more wilds. So you have to spend more dice to do that. In this case, we could spend the 5 and the 4, and we can use each other's dice to do this. Spending the 5 and the 4, you get whatever the lower value is as a black die. So in this case, we'd have a black 4. We could fill that in for the pink 4, and we have it complete.
Yep.
So we don't suffer any consequences
Woohoo!
there. Now, one thing I will mention is the beetle has a survivor ability. A lot of the encounters, the battles, will have some sort of ability at the top. His ability won't be triggering, but his basically reads that if any of those armor boxes are left empty, not only do we not get to consider that a win, it actually runs away. We won't have a second chance at it. Whereas normally, if you don't fill it, you could go back and try again. They're relevant because we won. So what happens when you win is that you then have a choice to make. And I'll show you the card once more so you can see what I'm talking about. So we can take it as experience, which, like I said, is the top 2 markers there. So we could get 2 experience. We could take it as an item, in which case on this side here shows we would, whoever we assign it to gets 1 more blue die. Or we can take it as a skill. So at the bottom, there's the crushing blow skill, which for the paladin is actually a decent skill. I would probably recommend you take that.
Yeah, well, especially because I have more of the yellow die, or dice, excuse me.
Yep.
So yes, Alan, our R.I.P. Beetle. Rest in peace.
Oh, yes. So the way that these work is if you take it as an item, you would put it on the left side to continue adding to your dice pool. If you take it as a skill, you would add it to your skill listed at the bottom. If you take it as experience, you add it to the experience card that shows your level. And then if it's a potion instead of a skill, it would get added to your potions. Now, one thing I didn't mention is we do start with 1 potion, and I've got these fancy potions that I'm using here. Our beginning potion is called healing, where if it's outside of battle, you can heal for 3 hit points. If it's inside battle, you can only heal for 2.
I think the potions warrant a close-up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Definitely need just a little bit.
Okay.
Just show it off.
Here, I'll do this so that they can be seen better.
Hee hee.
Keep my hands out
You
of the
look
way.
so cute.
Yes, those are the potions from the Stonemaier Games collection.
So there you go. I had to show them. They're very fun.
They are cute.
All right.
So, having said all that, I think you should take that as a skill.
Alrighty, Roo. So we will do that. So that will now allow me to add a 6 yellow.
And now that we've taken our first skill, one more rule that I'm going to mention, or one more concept, is leveling. So we start off as level 1, and there's a series of cards here. Every time we level, we get to go up, level 1, level 2, level 3. As level 1, you can only have 1 item and 1 skill, not counting any base stats. So if you want to have more than that, you're going to have to level up to level 2, where you're going to have to spend the experience to get there. Now, in the original game, the XP needed was 7, 9, and 11 to level up, but they did change that. So that is one of the changes in the version 1.5. So now it's 6, 8, and 10. They did some rebalancing. So that's what we're going to be looking for. So if you look at the stats, it says 1 of 7. I put it as 1 of 7 because the app that I'm using there does not have the correct requirements. So each level that we go to, I'm going to start us off with 1, because that basically means a difference of 6 in this case, and that's what we need.
So before we continue, I have a comment from Ripped Punzel.
Okay.
Dude, a white T-shirt.
I know, right?
Hell frozen over.
Yes, yes. But it's got a skull on it. That's got to count for something, right?
That is true.
Yes. It is a white T-shirt, indeed.
And then I do have a game-related question.
Okay, let's do that too.
Holistic developer, do the plastic cards feel like the ones in Too Many Bones?
Even thicker, actually. These are extremely thick. These cannot be damaged. Yeah, they're even thicker than the ones in Too Many Bones. And I love the cards in Too Many Bones, but yeah, these are even thicker. Including the player cards. The player cards are plastic too.
Which is great. I mean, it's worth the extra money if you can snag it. Ripped Punzel, I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you.
That's awesome.
Okay, so you get 2 yellows back.
All right.
And 2 blues.
Thank you.
I get 3 pinks and a blue and a black. So that was our second turn. Our first room, but our second turn.
Yep.
So we go on to our next turn. We have to spend 2 time to do so.
Oh boy.
And we can look through another door.
Let's go down here. Ooh, the
Goblin. All right. So the Goblin has an ability that's called Swarm, and there's a couple different types of creatures that have the Swarm ability. And what that means is on the card, there is an X in the large box, and the X is going to be equal to the number of doors that are open, counting itself. So times 4. So in this case, it's just going to be 4 because it's the only door. But let's say that first door had something that was level 4 and it's way too early to take on something that strong. We might have chosen to flee instead of fight it. That would leave an open door. That would be the second open door. That X would now be 8. So it does start to compound and make it more difficult to try and take those on. So you want to make sure you don't leave too many open doors in case some of those come up. But right now, that's only going to be a 4 for us. That would add a yellow die for you.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Very helpful.
Although, dodge. Dodge is a great ability for Rogue. Not only thematically, but it helps prevent damage. And when you're at the boss fight, it helps prevent too. I think we should aim to get that for me.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so I will start with my black die.
All right, here we go.
A 2 is not a 1.
That is...
I will take that. We're looking for a lot of yellows.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Well, that's not good.
It's only just begun.
Okay, well, I do get to reroll 1 because of Mandi's ability.
Oh, this is sad.
My 1 becomes a 2. That's not so strong.
So for those of you who can't see, I literally rolled 2 2s, a 1 and a 3.
Yeah, not so good. Now, what we do need to accomplish, no matter what, is the armor box.
Correct.
And that's a 4 yellow. So I think what we have to do is spend that wild in your 2.
Yep. To get
as
that
weak
back.
as that is,
Wow.
it has to be done. Because if the armor box is left empty,
Bad.
we lose that encounter and don't actually gain anything from it. We'd have to encounter it again. Now for the rest, oh boy.
It's going to be bad.
This is rough.
Ooh.
I do have a pink 4.
Boy, oh boy.
So I will put that one in here to prevent some damage.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, we did not roll very high.
We can use the 2, well, I'll just use my 2 3s.
Yep. To make a
to
3.
get a 3 that I can put, doesn't matter, they're both the same, into that one.
That's literally what
And
I
that's
have.
as far as we can go.
Yep.
That's...
Poor.
That is rough.
Poor
That is rough.
Rolly.
Okay, so we do actually defeat it. That's something. However, because we left 2 open boxes here and 1 open box for the actual dungeon itself, we will be taking a total of 2, 3 damage and 1 time. So 1 time comes off of the dungeon, and then 3 damage will be split between us.
That is not
So
good.
if you take 1, I'll take 2.
And we got to fix the situation.
And I will try to remember to also, I have them up here. I might as well use them. Give me
Yeah.
1 second here.
Adjust.
So you are on top. So you took 1 damage. I took 2 damage. I'm down to 1 health. And if at any point either hero dies, game over.
Yeah, so that
No
would
coming back
be a
from
very
that.
short
That is
stream.
instantaneous.
So,
Good night, everybody. Yeah. Let's try to avoid that. Have I forgotten anything else there?
No, you
no
updated
experience.
that.
We're good.
Yep.
Okay. So that is the punishment done. So now for the benefit. Agree? I'll take that.
Yeah, definitely health is going to be important.
So that will be my ability. So the way that one works is any of my pink dice doesn't matter what the value is, I can spend it on that ability to prevent a damage. And during the boss fight, I can do so to prevent 2 damage, which is even better.
And I think you had 2
2 more pink.
ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
All right.
Let's move deeper into the dungeon.
Deeper.
All right, this is our first peril, and it is level 4.
It's massive.
So the first thing is,
Yahoo!
There you
I
go.
get a black die. Hello.
so that helps, and that would be a great item for you.
Yeah, because of the health.
It is a level 4 peril, but it allows another yellow die and another health.
That's pretty good.
However, can we defeat that?
Yeah, it's kind of rough. Well, how much? I have no pink. I have the 1 black die that I can use as the wild.
And I can use mine as well.
So I think that might be the better one to go with. Because
Pink?
blue. Well, we have 1 more in pink, is basically what I'm saying. Versus.
3 pink, 3 blue.
Yeah, but the number in blue is higher.
It is. You'll get to re-roll any 1s. I will not.
Lord knows I've been rolling a lot of those.
Because this is a peril, so I would not be able to re-roll 1s like I was before. I can only do that during combat with Mandi's ability. With my ability, she can re-roll 1s during any perils,
Right.
which we're up against now. So that's the dilemma. We have 3 pink, we have 3 blues. Blues has a little bit higher of a requirement, but because of my ability, any 1s rolled by Mandi would get to be re-rolled.
It's your call.
And we'd also be spending 3 more time to do that one.
to do
boy.
the pink one. Oh, well, then maybe we should do that. I'm afraid it's going to be very tight. I know, it's like someone make a decision. Tell us,
Okay,
pink or blue?
let's put it this way. If we fail the blue, that's 4 damage. That's game over.
That is also true.
That's game over, and that's not
I know,
even
right?
half an hour.
Actually,
that's
it's game
not
over
good.
regardless.
Only two damage we can take. No, we
can't.
can't even take that. Oh boy.
So-
we could just flee. Maybe it's just too soon.
Maybe until we get rid of this.
Get rid of that, or get some more pink or blue,
Yeah.
and then go back.
I think we might want to leave that one there.
Okay. So fleeing is an option. You don't have to encounter every door you open. The only penalty is that you spent 2 time to take that action. So for us to go back there, we will be spending 2 more time to go back to it again.
But at least
But
we'll
I
be going
think-
back alive.
Yes, I think running right now is probably the best idea. So we'll do
Correct.
that. We'll spend 2 more time and
Alright.
open the next door.
There we go.
A wraith. Before the encounter, so the wraith has an ability called Drain. Before the encounter, convert 1 item to XP, which we can't do. We don't have to worry about that. So we would not be actually taking the penalty there.
Which I like.
Can we do it? Blue and yellow.
Ooh.
I've basically got majority pink. So
I have the yellow, but
my question will be rephrased to, can you do it?
Well, we all know how my dice rolling goes. And really, I'd be dedicating the black to the yellow.
I'll be helping you with this.
And then the blue. Well,
I say we do it.
All right. It's
say
either
we
that
do
or
it.
that, so.
And we can get you another yellow that way. So let's give it a shot. I'll
Let you
start with
roll
this.
first, yep.
Do I want to roll this? I'm one away from death.
Maybe.
Again, it could be very short.
I don't
And
think.
we could just start over if that's what happens.
True.
But what do you think?
See,
1 in 6.
I
1 in
would
6.
say
The game could
no.
be over right now.
I would say not rolling it.
No?
No one's saying anything, so I don't know if it's a good roll or we
All
shouldn't
right.
roll. I don't think.
You don't want to risk it?
We'd literally probably have to start over. Your call, but I just think it's chancy.
Okay.
It's dicey.
Well, I see what you did there. All right, let's go. Not good.
Oh my goodness!
I get to
I
reroll
did
the
roll.
1.
Oh.
That's very...
I rolled A1. Oh, that's so bad.
Okay.
Well,
The 9 and the 5 must be done.
Well,
Can we
that's-
get to 9 blue? We cannot.
that is so
So
bad.
we are not going to accomplish this.
Too late, Al. We've already rolled and we decided not to roll it. And I
Alright.
think we're going to be a little screwed here.
Yep. You know what? I think that is actually game over right there. Wow.
That is
Your
unfortunate.
yellow 3 can go over here,
We were better just taking the chance.
and that's it.
No.
We can't-
Seriously?
we can't fill
use
anything else?
that?
Sure. We could.
Is it-
Okay, that's all right. We'll keep ourselves alive. I don't know how long we'll keep ourselves alive. So using the potion in the middle of battle, you can only heal 2.
That
So
hit.
I'll do that because I have 2
I
damage.
highly think that's a good idea.
But we still suffer everything there. So it's 3 damage, which puts the 2 right back and 1 on you.
That's okay. We're still alive.
We are still alive. And then 1, 2, 3 time. And we do not get that because we did not fill the armor box. So
Although I feel like we could have done that. Could you not have taken some pink and added them together and got a 3 and then...
Did I have those anywhere? No.
No.
Okay. So yes, I could have gotten a 3.
At least get
Not
that.
helping any.
Not damage, but at least
Yeah.
it would help with
All right,
time.
I'll shuffle those back in. So we would
Yeah.
get 2 time back.
So if you guys are wondering what happened... you wouldn't-
Well, I was figuring we're dead. But yes, you can trade in, like I said before, you can trade in 2 dice to get the lower value of the 2 as a wild. So I could use that here to save the time.
I mean-
we still take all the damage.
Sure, but saves a little bit of time.
All right. Well, I think this is inevitable.
Thank you. Sure, but we'll see how that goes.
So, do we just go back at it again? So this is what I was saying. If you leave too many open doors, our options, we've got 2 options right now. We either re-encounter one of these, or we spend 2 time and do the explore action, which will only get us 2 new doors because we only have 2 spots available. So it's not a very efficient way to be going through the dungeon.
Was that a boss? These monsters seem tough.
Yeah, that's it's a rough start.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
So
lie,
that
it's
was
a rough
not
start.
the big boss.
No, we're only on the 1st floor. The
Yeah.
boss is basically on the 4th floor.
We haven't even made it out of the gates.
So we either try that again or we.
I think this is not a good idea because I don't have my black die anymore.
Okay, so we're gonna spend 2 time. We only get 2 doors,
Yeah, well,
and then 2 more time.
let's just pray it's not a...
Go right ahead.
Is it a goblin or something? Okay, see? This looks kind of good. This is nice.
We will need to do these eventually.
Of course, but at least I feel we need to acquire more dice or something like this. We get this one. This allows you a
Sure.
yellow die and another yellow die.
Sure.
Or
Okay. So it's 2 XP. We can decipher it using blue dice, only needing a 6, but we would have to spend 2 more time. And we're already halfway through the 1st floor, and we haven't leveled or gotten any items. That's
there's
rough.
no way that's gonna happen.
Okay, so we're going for 6 blue. So we have to spend 2 more time.
All right.
And we can only roll blue. So during the perils, and this is a peril, you can only roll the color of what you chose. In this case, we chose blue, so we can only roll blue and our wilds. Now again, I will ask you, do you want me to roll this? Okay. 1 and 6, it could be instantly over, which might not be a bad thing.
It's your call. I mean, it's doable with what we have, and you rolled a 1.
And I rolled a 1.
I swear you did that on purpose.
I rolled a 1. So right away, that's 1 damage. That is game over. So I say we just reset, start a new one. Now they know. Now they know how it works, and they know how punishing it can be.
That is so terrible.
But this is also a quick game. So if I've gone through a lot of rules explanations to get us going, but you can easily play this game in half an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay, so we have a comment here from Rain86.
Mhm.
Having only watched the solo game so far, so waiting for your copy from the expansion Kickstarter. Nice. The 2-player game seems harder.
It can be difficult for sure, because you start with much fewer. Now combined, you're basically starting with the same dice as you would as 1 player. So for those that haven't actually seen the game, I didn't show you both sides of the character cards. We're playing with the 2-player sides. The 1-player side for the rogue actually has a total of 7 dice, and I think all characters would have the same total, just in different distributions. Whereas the 2-player version only has 4. So you have much fewer dice to work with. And based on that playthrough, yeah, that's more difficult for sure. But I say we just go right into it again.
So for those of you watching, that was horribly short.
That was tough.
So
But now you know.
we're gonna, now that you've had a bit of the rules explanation, we're gonna reset.
Yep.
Same characters, we'll start over.
It's not much to reset, really.
Unless you guys want us to end there, but I figured you'd want to see a little bit more than the first level.
Yeah, we'll at least make to the 2nd level.
Sure.
maybe?
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was
the roughest game I've actually ever played.
well, since we've been playing it, I don't think.
And of course, it has to happen while it's live.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, the first game we had, I think, was short.
Well,
Not that short.
No,
but
the first game we still
clung
made it
to life.
I think we still made it to the 3rd floor, if not the boss.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I think
Did
we made it to
in
the
first
boss.
game? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to the boss. We may not defeat the boss. We
Sure.
may not defeat the
But
dragon.
as long as we get there so everyone can see.
But I'll at least get to show you the picture of the dragon.
But do you guys want to see it? We'll continue. I don't know. It's kind of quiet in there. Aim for, Alan said aim for floor 3 at least.
Okay.
Okay.
Floor 3 it is.
Hopefully my dice rolls will be much better than they have been so far. So we'll see how that pans out.
All right,
And we
so
did do
I'll-
a reset.
Yep. So we've got 3 there. We've got 3 there. And that is good.
It was
Okay.
that short.
Game 2.
Yeah, all right, here we go.
So, again, we're up against the dragon.
Christian's on. Do it.
So
We're
we've
doing
got
it.
5 cards for the Hall of Statues, which is the first floor, we'll say the first floor trap in the Dragon's Cave. Then we spend 2 time to explore, which gets us the 4 doors.
Yep.
And 2 time to then open a door. So you can see once you actually know how the game plays, it can go quite quickly, especially when you die on the first floor.
All right.
All right. A fire elemental, which is a level 4 creature.
I hope it was 4 plus.
You do get a black die.
Oh, even if it's 4?
Yep.
I thought it was 4 plus.
4 plus, like
Oh,
4.
including 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think right now 4 is the highest.
Is the highest,
I don't
oh.
think there's anything higher than
Okay.
4
Well, that works.
in the base game anyway.
Okay.
And I think we should run
Well, yeah, we don't have nearly enough dice to do that.
a level 4 creature right off the bat. That's not good. Okay, but
Yep.
you got a black die, so
Yep.
carry on.
I think we shall.
I'm going to pick a door.
Apparently my picks are not good.
Another level 4.
Oh, see, ooh.
An
no, I
ice
only get
elemental.
one.
Yeah,
too
that's
bad.
the downside to holding on to the heroic die for the paladin. You can only have 1. So that would have gotten her 1, but she already has 1.
Yep.
You do not get another.
All right. No, come on. There's no way. I would be. No.
Okay, now let me point out what could happen.
I know.
We could pull a goblin, which has swarm. That X would then be 12.
Yeah, but seriously, do you
Okay.
think we could do that?
Let's keep opening doors.
Oh boy, here we go.
A wraith.
Well,
Okay, so the drain ability before the encounter, convert 1 item to XP. That's no problem. We don't have anything.
Yep.
We're still naked adventurers here with nothing. It's also the thing that killed us last time.
that is true.
I have a black die.
I have a black die plus all of this.
Okay, so I'm going to start by rolling this.
I highly recommend that. Okay.
Not a 1. That's good.
Starting off
And
much
then
better.
I say, yeah, roll them all.
Oh, come on.
We need a win here.
Need a win, need a win. Okay, it's a mixed bag, but it's not horrific.
I did not get any 1s, so I don't get to re-roll those. So
not
let's
bad.
go with the must-dos first. We do not have a 6. And no way to convert to 1. So we know that's going to be left empty. Do you have a blue 5?
I don't.
You
I
have
have
a
a wild
wild
5,
five,
so
we
I
can
can
throw
do
that
that.
in.
And I do have a blue 4.
4, okay. I don't have much of the colors needed here, so I'm not a huge
so
help.
3 I have here.
Okay, and then the 11 is a must, so we've got 5 and 6.
Yep.
And then I can convert 2 of my dice. So 2 3s. I'm going to switch to a black 3, which I can fill in on the dungeon itself. And that box, there's nothing we can do
No,
about. So we
it's-
do take 1 damage and 1 time.
Okay, that's not bad. I can take that.
Okay. Or how about,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't mind me taking this as another pink die,
Yep.
I could take the damage as well, because I'll
Oh,
be
because
getting
you'll
an
have the
extra.
extra. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, so taking it as an item, like I was showing before, you slide it onto the left side, which means I now get
Goes back to you.
4 pink dice,
Woohoo!
and I have one extra health. I have 1 extra health. I will bump that up as well.
More health. Yahoo!
But I did take 1 damage in the process, so I'm 3 of 4.
Yes.
Okay, tracker is up to date.
All right.
That
Oh,
and
and this comes off.
yes.
Here we go.
Okay, next door.
All right. Well, there's only 1 left.
Do
we need to do something else?
That's not what we defeated. We defeated
Oh.
this one.
We did this one. Oopsie.
Take that as an item.
Oh, okay. So instead, we're gonna do this as the extra yellow.
Yep.
So you'll lose the pink.
I have no idea how that happened. Did we fill? We didn't fill that, did we?
Yes, we did.
We totally did fill that.
We filled that one.
Huh. We opened that and filled that one. Oh my.
We did.
So we actually did defeat that one.
Yes, exactly. After all
Okay.
that.
All right.
Geez, now we're getting confused.
Yeah. Ignore that. Wow.
All right.
Okay.
We're back at it.
So I spent the 2. We can open that door.
All right. Oh, well, they just keep on getting better. Ooh, but I do get a black die.
Another level 4. This is the hardest first part of a dungeon ever. Wow. 3 level 4s and a level 3.
Last round's not looking so bad. Well, we managed to complete all that last round, so.
I did get an extra pink.
Mm-hmm. So you want to do the 14? I can't roll. I can roll my black, and that's about it.
So we need a total of 16 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a total of 16 with 6 dice.
Rain 86, new deck.
We've started over, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, we weren't sure if you stepped away. We had a
we
untimely
died.
death.
We died. I rolled my my daring gamble. There was a 1 in 6 chance of dying. Guess what we rolled? Yeah, got the 1. So we've started fresh. 4, 5, 6, needing 16. Doable.
Well, we need 14 there, and then we need another 2. Yeah, okay.
Total of 16.
It's doable as long as we don't roll 1s and 2s. She said no. When the cards coming out are bad. Oh, it's a joke.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's so hard when
Yeah.
it's online.
Burn this. Yeah. Okay. I'm going. Let's try this.
All right.
So I will start with this.
Yep.
I will
Well,
take that.
that's
That's a
very
6.
nice.
Okay, that's a great start.
I
So we
get
can
to
only
roll
roll pink.
And my wild.
We're trying to run past the
Ooh,
boulder.
I got a 6.
Oh, no problem. That and 16, 22, 28.
Look at
Could
that.
that carry over somewhere else? No,
Overkill.
but I would rather overkill than underkill because
Yep.
that killed us.
And that.
That would be great for you, absolutely.
Yes, because now I'll get an additional yellow
So
die
our
and some
paladin now
health.
gets 3 and 4.
Woohoo.
Very nice.
Yoink.
Okay, now, before we go on, do we feel we can do either of these?
Well, now we have a bit of oomph here. The blue is still a bit light.
And
But,
that's blue and pink.
yeah.
I do have the pink covered, but that's it.
Yeah, I have 3 yellow, but no black die. Up to you if you think we can do it, but it would be tight.
So maybe dig to see if we can find another blue, get another magic die in here.
Yeah.
All right.
That
So we
looks rough.
spend 2 time to explore, which gets us 2 more doors.
Yep. There we go.
And 2 more time to open one.
All right, here we go.
A spiked log.
I don't know why I
So
went.
it's a peril.
I mean, you have lots of pink dice and you have your black die.
I do.
So we'd need, what, 16?
We would.
So that would be all on you, really, because I don't have a black die and I don't have any pink die. Pink
Or
die.
you could go for the 8, and you'd get to re-roll any 1s.
True, but then are we losing anything? Yes, we're losing 2 times.
2 time.
That is your call. I mean, there is a chance that I could roll all 1s.
And
I
then
get to
you'd get to re-roll them. Exactly.
As long as I didn't re-roll 1s or roll 1s again.
All right, so you're going to throw me into the spiked log.
I mean,
That's
hey,
what you're saying,
I
right?
could totally do it.
I am a rogue, so I should be able to dodge this. All right, so I'll start with my heroic die, and it's a 1.
Unbelievable.
So I take 1 damage,
Are you
and
kidding me?
we spend 3 time.
Oh,
For a 1 in 6 chance, I seem to do that a lot.
wow.
And then I'm going to roll these. Oh, boy. And I'm not making it.
Are you kidding me?
So you're going to be
Wow.
taking 3 damage there.
3 damage? Okay.
Yep.
And, yeah, so I guess you have to change yours and...
And 2 time. Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't do any damage. 3 damage and 2 time.
So I guess we'll have to adjust there. So
Yep.
you take 1 and I take... So Alan says, are you able to run out of time? That's that question.
What happens is when the deck is empty, so we're back down to 1 health each.
And
when
someone
the-
has just kind of answered, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah. When the deck is empty, what'll happen is you then proceed down to the next floor. And there are a couple things that happen once you empty it, and I'll explain that when we get there. But what we're basically doing is we're going to be going through this deck 3 times. Once you've done it the 3rd time, then you go up against whoever the boss is. In this case, the dragon. Hopefully we get to show it to you. This is not going well, though.
Were we supposed to have a potion
actually,
in
I
there at the
have
beginning of the
1.
game?
Yes.
So I'm just placing this here. We had forgotten to put that when we did a restart.
However, now that it's there,
Yep. Oh, well, there
drink
we go.
it. Drink that. Yes. So outside of battle, the potions will heal 3. And during battle, it would only heal 2.
So there you go. So I guess I go back up the...
Yes, you do.
a lot of clicking back and forth.
Not used to having this here. All right.
No.
Well, this is not much better of a start here.
It is not. So this did not get completed. We got to finish something here.
We do. We can't just keep leaving
No.
open doors.
It's not good. We're not getting anywhere.
I don't know where to go next, though. Those are all tough. Wow.
Well, because especially this, it's so much blue, and we just don't have the blue dice to do it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go here again, and then I'll do the yellow.
Just to get something going. Although, what does that get us? That would be best as XP. We both have an item.
Right.
And until we level up, we can only have one item, one skill.
Mm-hmm.
The skill doesn't do us a lot of good because we are not strong in blue dice.
Or we try and flip the other door, but it could be something that is pretty terrible.
It could be. Well.
Yeah. That's now, I mean, well, our best.
I'm almost thinking we go for that.
Really?
We go for broke. That'll get us the blue we need and another health.
How are we going to get all that blue?
This can be combined, right?
Yeah, but...
So I do have this. It'll probably be a 1, but I do have that.
I mean, we can try it, but... Yeah. We can try it. But that's a lot of blue. I know you can combine dice, but... And for me, it would literally be
okay,
my yellow.
I say it's that or the door. This doesn't do us any good.
Okay.
It's only XP. It doesn't make us any stronger right now. That's a yellow, but you already have one.
Right.
You can't take it. That'll end up being XP as well.
I'm just afraid if we flip that, it's like a goblin or something that makes it ridiculously hard to complete.
Well, there are only 2 choices. It's that or something that's here.
So
we
maybe-
can't actually explore.
so maybe
so
we
that's
could
the
do
downside to
this
actually leaving doors open is we can no longer do the explore action. We have to do something that is here because there are 4 cards here.
That's so bad.
So that's the weakest. That's only a level 3.
Yeah.
Or, like you said, that one, and you could try for the 8. So you'd need a total of 10.
But the only issue I have with this one is that I'm only allowed to roll yellow. At least with these, we can do some combinations.
Sure.
You decide, oh my gosh, I can't. I don't want to be the cause of our untimely demise.
Why not? I was the cause of the first one. I rolled that die.
I think this is a bad idea.
Okay.
The yellow.
So then leaves us with these 2.
But that's...
Well, go for this one then.
All right.
So we're going for that one. Do you want me to do this?
Why not?
Okay. So I'll start with that.
Okay.
It's not a 1 and only rolling your yellows.
Oh, that's right. It's not... Oh, brother.
I'm halfway there.
Why am I only rolling my yellows on that
Because
one?
we're doing
Oh,
the
we're doing
yellows.
this one. I thought we were doing
Yep.
this one.
Nope. You said
Ew.
you didn't want to do that one.
Yeah.
So that left these 2.
Oh, well, should have done that one.
Okay.
6, 5, and 1.
So I'll throw the 4 over there. Now, first of all, we should spend 2 time because we
Yes.
decided to clobber the logs.
Yes.
And then that's more than enough to finish it.
Right. I got 12.
Now, I don't know what we can do with that. The item is useless. The ability,
We can level it up.
yeah.
Might as well. Try and get us to the next
So
level.
we're going to need 3 more XP.
And then that'll allow us how to hold more on our character.
All right. That's 1 down. That's a start.
That was a slow burn, everyone.
Now do we open the next door?
Yeah.
We're
maybe.
not any stronger for those, so spend 2 time. What do we have? A shadow.
Oh, well done.
So the shadow has an ability called Fade. We have to spend 1 time for each skill that you use. So at the start, I had mentioned that they changed the name of the heroic skill to a heroic feat. The reason is people were getting confused between heroic skill and regular skill. So the heroic feats do not count when you're looking at spending time for any skills that you've used.
Mm-hmm.
You'd only be looking at your secondary skill and beyond that you've leveled up.
All right.
Shall we?
All right.
So I'll roll this first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was reading.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I get to roll all these at least.
Yep, we get to roll everything.
Which is great.
And I'll get to re-roll any 1s, which I did get 1.
Well, it's not
I don't mind my roll.
Mine is not bad. Not
I got
bad.
all 4s and a 6.
I have 6, 5, 5, 4, and 3, so it's like a mixed bag. So
Okay, well, I can put the 6 here.
I'll have to put the 6 here.
Yep.
I have no pink, so I can't help you with that.
Yellow 3 over here.
Perfect.
And then your 5s can cover the other 2 blues. And then I've got more than enough for that 10.
Yay!
Done.
Woohoo! We didn't die.
Okay, so that's another 3 experience.
Yep.
We could level up right there.
I think that's wise.
Yay!
Woohoo! Level up, level up.
So any cards that were used for leveling up are out of the game because technically these are things you've already defeated. You don't get to defeat them again.
Yes.
So we are now level 2, and like I mentioned at the start, and I'll repeat it for anybody joining after, the upgraded rules, the version 1.5 rules of the game, have changed the XP requirement to level up. So instead of 7, 9, 11, it's now 6, 8, and 10. So I'm starting us off with 1 XP every time we level up to make up that difference.
All right.
Now, when we level up, we get to swap this over to level 2, which now means we can hold 2 items, 2 skills. We get an additional potion for leveling up, which will be very handy. And an even better bonus is we now get 1 permanent.
Just want to,
You want me to show?
yeah, we're going to let you guys take a peek at this.
All right.
Yeah, so lots of good stuff when you level up.
So here's the level 2 card. So now we have 2 items, 2 skills. We get an extra potion, and then at the bottom here, it shows that we get 1 encounter bonus, which is the black dice, the ones that can be used wild. And we get to use that every encounter. So that's fantastic. That's going to help us a lot. So now we are a little stronger.
A little bit. Got some extra dice.
Do we take on something else?
Well, yeah, because now at least we have this.
We do?
I don't have an extra one, but you have your black die.
Do you think we're good enough to try that now?
Well, you have lots of pink. It's the blue that always concerns me, but like my yellow are only going to be good for trading in.
And the fire elemental has an ability called Flames. Before the encounter, 1 hero loses 1 health.
Well, I obviously will take that because I don't have any.
All right, so we're going in then?
Why not?
What's the ability? Change any or all of your dice to 4s.
But at least it gives us
A blue and a
which
health,
is what
yeah.
we're struggling
And now we
with.
can actually take it
Right.
because we are allowed 2 items. All right, let's do it. So I'll start with my heroic die. Yay, not a 1.
Come on. Woo! Oh, we got a couple 6s in
Same
here.
here.
5s.
And I got a 1, which
ones.
with Mandi's, what's the ability called? Support
Support
aura.
aura.
I get to reroll my 1 to a 6.
Sweet.
Okay,
that
this
was
is
nice. Yeah.
feeling a
Pretty
little
nice
better
stuff.
here. So I've got a pink 6 and a blue 6.
I got a 3.
Okay. Oh, and I have the 11 blue.
Yeah, and then we'd
and
have
a
the
3 pink.
So this is a bit of a waste, but
Nope, that's what we need. And
Yep.
that's it.
didn't even use.
Defeated.
Awesome.
Okay. Well then, would you like to take that?
Yes. Oh, because you have all the. Yeah, that's true. Because then we have the. Taking it as a blue. Yeah, I was gonna say that would be.
Because that gets us the
slick.
extra blue that we were a little short on.
Yep.
And gets you 1 more health.
Works for me.
Okay. I like that. You are the paladin, so you are now at 5 health total, but you did take 1 damage there.
Yes, I did.
And you're now at 3 blue.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm at 2 of 4. I just want to make sure we're all updated.
Yep.
We are. Excellent. And we have 1 potion, which is correct because we leveled up.
Gosh, we didn't even use this. Didn't even need to.
That is true. We didn't use that.
Yep.
Okay. I'm feeling a little bit better about this.
We
A little
might
bit.
actually make it out.
Well, do we keep going with what we're up against here?
I mean, this is yellow, but at least we have 2 black
We do.
dice to help.
My pinks do nothing here.
But they could be like my yellows last time, potentially
Yep,
as a
I
trade.
could
if
trade
we
them in.
needed.
You're feeling good about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want
And it could be a decent ability for me in the meantime.
Right.
With a blue, if I get a 3, I get 2 more pinks out of it. All right.
Pretty good.
I'll start with this.
Yep.
Not a 1. All right.
Yeah. It's oops, that's a 6. That is not fantastic, but it's not
That was a 2.
horrific.
There we go.
Well, it is kind of horrific, but
Oh boy.
It's rough. It's
My
rough.
pinks do not do any good here at all.
So
not even for trading in.
I do have 9.
This is all you. Okay. Do you have the 5?
Yes, I do.
Those are the minimum. Because those are both armor boxes, they must be
and
filled.
this is where... Oh, we didn't roll that.
Go right ahead. Actually, I'll roll that because I could re-roll
Yes.
if it's a 1. Okay.
4. So,
So I do have a 3 and a 4. What's needed back there?
a 3, 5, and a 6.
5. Aye.
Oh my goodness, no way.
Nope.
And then we still need... What do we need over there? We need a 3.
So that'll be there. That'll be there because everything... Oh, wait. I do have that.
Yes, so you can change it to...
Which still doesn't do us any
No,
good.
it does not.
4 does us no good.
And you have no re-rolling abilities?
Nope. I have no extra abilities yet.
Well, we also have potion, right? If worse comes to worse.
We do.
Because we'd definitely be taking 3 hits.
Yep.
Which I
So-
could take, really, because I have 5 health.
And when you're taking the damage, you do have to try and split it as equally as possible. So if you take 2,
Yeah.
I'll take 1,
And we are not
and then
close to death. Well, I'm not close to death.
I'm 1 away, so I should probably drink the potion,
I would recommend that.
especially with my black die having the potential to kill us. So I will drink the potion. So the end result there is I will be at 4 health and no potions, and you will be at 3 health.
Not terrible.
And then 1 time being spent. So we've defeated that, quote unquote. What would we like to do with it?
Wait, what's my health at? 3. Oh, okay, taken 3. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're only at 2 of 5?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 of 5.
2. Yep. Well, didn't you say you wanted to use it for?
It's an okay ability, not
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, the other option it gives is a yellow die, which is not a bad thing, but
Yeah.
totally up to you. 'Cause that's all it really does. Or we can use it to level up.
All right, I'll take it as an item for now. If I was to take another item, I can then convert that into XP afterwards. So at least now it's doing something for me until I choose to throw that out. But I cannot throw that out until I put something in its place. I can't just say, okay, well, we're close enough, I'll throw this item away. You do need to be throwing something else in its place.
Exactly.
Okay,
All right,
so
here we
we've
go.
got 2 more time. That will open up 4 more potential doors
And when does this move up?
when we get to the next floor.
Next floor? Okay.
So now you're going to see what's going to happen here. We've got 2 time left, and we do need to spend that to do our next action,
Oh boy.
which will be opening one of these doors. At this point, because the stairs are revealed, that's the stairs card, and why not? I'll show the stairs card. This is what's going to be at the bottom of the stack. And that tells you how to act when you reveal the stairs. What basically happens is if you spend any time, whether it's to do another action or whether it's a penalty for any cards, every time that gets spent, because you have no cards to turn over, is going to be one of these damage tokens on it. And every time you hit 3, somebody has to take a damage. So you can't just sit there and going through every room before you go to the next level. This forces you to get to the next level as quickly as possible.
Right. No fooling around.
So we did spend the 2 time. We do have 1 action that we can pull off. Hopefully not spend any extra time on top of it.
Exactly.
I'm okay with doing that.
What do you want to do?
We've got this here. You want me to pick?
Yeah, maybe. I
All
want to
right,
be at
we're
fault.
going here.
Okay.
Spiked log, we've defeated
Done
it once
before.
before. We could do it again.
So I'm assuming you want to do this so we don't take any time.
Yes, so if we did the easier of the 2, quote unquote easier, the clobber of the logs, it would cost us 2 time to do it, but we'd only need 8 yellow. 2 time, we could actually spend 2 time and not take any damage.
But you have lots of pink and there's black dice here,
Okay.
and
All right,
you also have this one here.
we'll go with the pink. So we are going to try and dodge the logs. You're going to throw me into them
doing
again. You do that.
I think I should roll it. Yeah.
Because with my ability, Mandi can re-roll on any perils, and this is a peril encounter. So there's no point in me rolling that die. We do get to decide every turn who rolls it, because if it's a 1, she'll get to re-roll. So better that you roll that one. So I start with this. A 2 is not a 1. And we roll.
A 4.
So the first thing is we need a 2 over here, so I'll take care of that. And then we need 14.
Yep.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
9, 12, 16, no problem.
We're good.
Okay.
So that's here.
So then I think you should take that.
Yeah,
The
because-
cleave ability.
Increase up to 4 of your dice by 1 each, and I do that by spending a yellow die.
Yeah. So if she has any yellows that are, you know, a 1 or a 2 that does no good anywhere else, she can spend that. Take it as the.
Oh, sorry, the ability.
The ability.
Yes.
She could spend one of those crappy yellow rolls to then increase 4 other dice by 1.
I'm thinking here. There we go.
All right. Now this is where we do need to go to the second level, because if we spent 2 time to open another door, it would be 2 damage tokens on this, 1 more, and we'd have to start taking damage.
And I'm topped up.
So we won't do that.
Well, there anyway.
We will reset, and now what will happen is we will be exposing the second floor, second floor perils of the dragon's cave.
More things to cover with dice.
It is,
Oh
yes.
my God. Yeah, that's pretty high.
But we made it to the second floor.
Yay!
It's
we
better
didn't
than the
die.
first game.
We didn't die. All right, let's see. We can do it. At least if we get to the 3rd level.
I want to show them the dragon.
Oh, I know, so do I, but we got to be realistic here.
We showed them an absolutely horrible defeat in the first one, so we need to show them a victory this time.
All right, let's see if we can do it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, so first thing is, Hall of Statues means we need to burn 5. And then, first turn, we need to spend 2 to explore. Get 4 doors out there.
Yep.
And then we spend 2 more for our first room entering action. Where would you like to go?
Let's go here.
A bear trap.
All right, it's not bad.
No matter what the choice is, they both require pink. Top one needs 6, bottom one needs 11. However, to do the top one, we would also have to spend 3 time
Ooh.
to try and disarm the trap, because that's going to take you extra time to do it.
Sure.
In this case, I say we go for the harder option, which is just run right through them.
Yep. We
Run right through them. We can do
all
this.
the pink dice, so.
So you'll roll that one. I'll
Yeah,
roll this
first.
one first. Not a 1.
Haha.
That's nice.
6.
I did get some pretty crappy rolls here.
What? Well, I have a 6.
You do.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
This is a must.
Okay, so this, let's just do that.
That isn't a must. What does that leave me with?
But how much?
8, 9. That's not enough. We're going to have to take that. So 6, 10, 11. It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
just 1 damage.
Right.
Whereas if
You'll
we
have
left
to
that
take it.
open, it's 3 damage in 2 time. We cannot
Right.
leave that open. All right. I'll take the 1 damage. That's
Okay.
okay. Not horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's only worth 2.
I think we should take that as a potion. We have no potions right
Yep.
now. So when taking it as a potion, not only do you get another type of potion, in this case it's a potion called mana, where if you drink the potion you get to roll 3 blues, but it adds to the list of potions and gives you another one.
Which is pretty good.
So now we have a potion that we can use as 2 different things. So it's nice to have the flexibility. But will probably be used as health. As a matter of fact, it's not absolutely needed right
Well,
now.
it's not
but
necessary now, as long
Okay.
as, you know.
all right, 2 time. A cave in. So another peril. You get to re-roll 1s on this.
Yep. So I'm thinking you want to do the pink again?
Is that what you're thinking?
Well, it saves us from having to spend time.
I like how you keep throwing me under the boulders and into the spiked
You have
logs,
all the pink
into the
dice.
cave in.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
I just don't have any.
All right, just so that we're not spending the time, eh?
All right. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, I'll start with this. Not a 1.
A very nice roll.
Yes, I'll take that.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I got 2 1s
I
out
got
of
a
this.
6.
Okay, well, let's see. The 2 1s aren't going to do me much good.
Oh, wow.
But 6, 6.
Yeah, and then that
and
covers
6.
that.
There we go.
Easy peasy.
2 1s weren't needed.
There
Now,
you go.
thank you. This is one of the updated cards. So the ability on this one. The ability on this one is called Flame Weave. Originally, it required 3 mana, 3 magic dice, and you could switch it to a 5. But they've upgraded that. You only need 2 now to upgrade it to a 5. They found that worked better in the balancing. We can't take any more items.
holistic developer found the easy floor. Wink, wink.
Yeah. It took us a couple tries, but yeah.
And restarting the game.
We did
you
get
know,
there.
That whole thing.
Yeah.
Mandi running into all the perils. Maybe I shouldn't.
Running into all the perils, but then throwing me down to
Like
try
this.
and fix it.
Run,
Yeah.
run, you go.
Right.
That's how I roll.
It's easy to walk through bear traps when you throw somebody on top of them first, isn't it?
You totally missed that one. You didn't hear my pun.
Oh.
That's
how
I
you
roll.
yes.
But
Okay. That's yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. I'm not sure what to do with this one.
Okay.
Maybe you should take that. You've only got one skill right now,
Correct.
so you have the most blue dice.
True.
You can take that as a skill for now. Once we find you a better skill,
Right. You can
then
just
we throw that
remove
as
it.
XP. Yep.
Okay.
So I think you should take that for now.
All right.
And just
then,
remember, you only need 2 for that, not 3.
Right. I'll have to try and remember that. And I'm topped up now.
Yep.
Topped up.
But once we find you something better, we can get rid of that. So 2 time, I'm gonna open a door that I'm gonna throw you into.
Oh,
A boulder, yes.
look at that.
You can't go through the boulder, can you? You're gonna make me yeah.
Well, I can't.
You're gonna throw me into the boulder.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Before we go any further,
I
do
get a
need
black die.
Oh, you do. That's a level 4. That's
That is definitely something of importance.
great. And let me make sure, because this is the first time actually using these. Are our trackers up
Yes.
to date? You're at 3 yellow,
So I
3
should-
blue.
Yep.
You're down to 2 health.
Yes.
That is correct. I'm at. Oh, I do have a yellow.
All right.
I did pick that up. So 1 yellow, 4 pink, 1 blue. I am down to 3 health.
Oof. No, it's not bad.
And we are on floor 2 now.
All right.
And we got a potion.
Woohoo!
Okay. Sorry for not keeping that up to date. First time using it, so keep forgetting to actually tinker with stuff in there. I'm hoping that that is easier for you guys to see than what's going on the board. Sometimes it's hard to see the smaller bits, so I was hoping that would help.
Let's see here. The stereotype is that the tank goes charging in instead, letting the rogue handle traps. Be glad you have a smart tank. I like that.
Before we go any further, do you want to talk about the characters that are in the game?
Yeah, so this is actually kind of a good segue. So recently we attended Ottawa Comic Con, and we had a panel on, some things that were new to board games or some things that have been happening that are relatively important. So this game made me smile because it's a game that has all women. There are no men in this game, and also women and women of color. So I thought that was really fantastic to see in a game. And I know when it first came out, there was a bit of controversy with that. Some people didn't like that, but I'm glad to see that.
And not just women.
Yeah.
Women appropriately dressed for what they're actually trying to accomplish.
That too. I'm like, I'm all covered. Usually you see
Yeah.
these characters and everything's popping out.
Yep.
So just thought I'd throw that out there. That's something that I thought was really cool, and thank you for reminding me
No
to
problem.
mention that.
So to carry on with the great segues, you wanted to throw that out there. So what's happening next? You're going to throw me into the boulder, right? So I'm going to start by rolling this. I assume that's what's happening, right? We're going up against this?
Yes.
And we're going to do the 14.
Oh, absolutely. You have all the pink dice,
Although,
so I'll let you take
We do
that.
have 4 blues now.
Yeah, but did you want to waste the time? It's 3 time. Eeh. Come on. You
Can
do
I
it.
tell
And then
you what
can
the
roll
other
this.
alternative is?
Sure.
It's
Leave it?
4 damage.
True.
If I don't make that, it's 4 damage.
But we have a potion.
Okay.
And we have a black die here. Oh, wait now. Wait. Hold on. I forgot about all this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
We need another 8 over there.
No, I'm thinking we should do the
So
blue.
we'd need a total of 22.
Yeah, that's
Or a total
problem.
of 17.
I think we should go with the 17.
So the blue, we have the same number of pink and blue dice. The advantage to going with blue is that it's not as punishing if we miss.
Right.
And Mandi has majority of blue, and she's the one that gets to re-roll the 1s up against this. So I think you should roll that along with those. Do you want me to roll this with it? Should we make sure we get past that boulder?
Why do I have to say it? Well, then again, if you get a hit, it's not that big of a deal because you only have 1.
Done.
Yes.
6. Nice. Okay, so we're going blue. So I do get to roll my 1 blue. Literally, it is a 1 blue. You get to re-roll the 1.
Thank goodness, because it's... Really?
Yes.
Yeah. It's bad. It's really bad.
Okay.
So that 6 has to go here.
It doesn't have to go
Well, it
there.
doesn't have to, but let's
Nope.
just temporarily
This
leave it.
has to be done. So
Okay.
the 2 is a must because the 2 is an armor box. You must fill the 2s.
So let's do that. I think the number 6 just
the
throws
armor
me for a
boxes.
loop. If we decide to do that. Well, you
Oh,
also
I
have a 6 there.
Sweet.
Oh, for
I
goodness
did get a
sakes.
6.
And then that.
Yep. 10.
You could use your 2 or 1. That's actually
What do
12,
we need there?
but 11.
Excellent. Perfect. Yes. Let's make use of the 1.
Exactly.
11. Perfect.
Sad
All right.
one.
Okay, we got through there.
Awesome.
Yay for that black die.
So do that.
Now.
So that-
Oh, and look at the ability on that. That
This
is
might
a
be yours.
permanent black. That's an ability called Valor, which can be used as a black die for any combat encounters.
And we have a comment from Mariana. Kudos to Asmadi for their character choices here. Agreed.
Yep.
So, and I'm happy to see that people are also appreciating those choices. So
There
thank you
was
for
a
that.
very a vocal minority, not largely vocal, but there was a minority during the Kickstarter, the first Kickstarter, that actually was upset with that.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And their response was basically, you don't have to buy our game.
Yeah.
There are thousands of other games out there that represent white male. If you want those, go get those.
So the
You know,
statistic.
they were standing by that, and that got them much more praise than
Absolutely.
anything else.
Can't,
Yeah.
This game's not even in stock. But
Yeah.
a statistic I gave at Ottawa Comic Con, which kind of made people laugh, but at the same time it's a little sad, is that there are more, pigs and, cats on the cover of games than there are women or people of color, things like that. So I'm
Sheep.
like, sheep, that was it.
Plenty of
and
sheep.
pigs. So apparently those are quite
Sheep
popular.
are well represented, and I don't know how many sheep play games, but they are very well represented.
So it just goes to say that it's nice to see something like this.
All right, I say we give that to you.
All right. I might.
Although I don't have any
No,
abilities yet.
I can't. I'm full.
No, that's what I was saying. You take that.
Oh, remove it.
Until we find a good
That's
one.
right. And then this one goes.
This is a good one.
Woo!
Yep.
So we'll give this.
And that is a permanent
And we're
black.
gonna put this here, right?
So that'll be experience.
Correct. Oh, for goodness sakes, I'm making a mess here.
And I will remember to bump this up. Yay.
All right, there we go. That's better.
We didn't take any additional damage there. I
Nope.
think we're up to date there. If at any point I forget, feel free to just shout out in the chat. Update your app. Okay. Okay, we're all right here. So I'm still at 4, 1, 1. 2 time opens the next door. What do we got?
Oh,
A pit of
what
spikes.
is with us in all of these?
A pit of spikes.
Place a black 6 in an armor box.
That's a nice one, but you are capped now. And
Yeah. And the ones I have, I think, are pretty good.
that could overwrite cleave.
True.
Cleave's decent. I think that's better. So the armor crush, what that allows you to do is take any value yellow. So if you roll a 1, this is perfect.
Yep.
And then you place a black 6 into any armor box. It has to specifically be an armor box, but there are a lot of armor boxes out there.
Oh, so Marianne, I'm looking forward to the Lost Expedition for the character choices in that game, including an older woman. Yay! I'm glad you mentioned that, actually. We will be receiving Lost Expedition from Osprey Games. Yay. I requested, after speaking with their company, they said, Mandy, we love what you're doing and we'd love to help you out. So I requested that particular game, and he was more than happy to send it our way. So potentially, if people are interested, let us know. We could look at doing something like that. But we'll take a look and let us know. Yeah. But yeah, the characters look awesome.
Well, rolling yellows or rolling pinks? We need 6 more for pink.
Whoa.
I think yellow might be the way to
Yeah,
go.
because at least we have that. The die over here. I've got a die over here.
Yeah.
So much awesomeness. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with this. Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Not a 1.
I felt like
That's
that
good.
almost was a 1.
And we can only roll yellows because we're looking to climb
I
around.
also have this.
And because we are climbing around, we do have to spend 3 times because it does take time to climb around the pit of spikes.
I feel I should roll this.
You get that every turn. Oh, wait.
No,
That's your... take 1 for this.
Oh, I forgot.
That's what that ability
I
is.
forgot.
A free black every
well,
time.
so I should just use this one.
I'd say just that one.
Yep.
And that one, this is a peril, so you go
Just
ahead
in
and
case
roll
I
it.
grab the 1.
I'll just roll my 1 measly die here and get a 5.
Well.
You can
So,
re-roll the 1, but I
that's
think
true.
we're looking good here. 1 becomes a 1. That's fantastic.
That was not great.
So we'll fill in the exacts first. Do you have a 2?
I sure do.
Do you have a 6?
I do.
And then we need 8. We've got, what's that, 10, 21, 22. I think we've got that
we're
covered.
covered.
We basically leaped right over that pit of spikes. No problem. And then, yeah, I say you take that to replace the cleave ability. Yeah.
So that, I'll give that to you.
Yep.
I'll take that.
So we get 3 more XP. So we just need 3 more, and we'll level up to 3, which would get us the ability to hold 3 items, 3 skills. It would get us 1 more potion, which would be good. But in the meantime, let's carry on. So,
all right.
2 times so that we can explore. Gets us 4 more doors. And 2 more time to open one.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, this is where
oh my goodness.
Stuff's going to get real. We have a phantom here.
Whew.
So it is level 4. You already have a die for level 4, so you don't get an additional one. And it has an ability called Ethereal. Immediately discard all 1s and 3s that are rolled.
Wow, this is going to be ugly.
That's punishing. And it needs 4s and higher.
Oh, jeez. And we haven't really been rolling that. Now, to be fair, I do have this to place a 6. I almost regret getting rid of that jumping it up by 1, but...
Well, I think the black die is better than jumping things up by 1.
And then we still have this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have a few options here. So I can definitely roll these. That makes sense. And then we have this to roll as well. I think
so what I'm hearing is, let's get that phantom.
Yes, I believe we should, and I think we have enough to start.
And I'll get to reroll 1s.
Are you going to reroll or roll that, or should we just stick to that?
This.
Okay.
Now, one thing I did look up. We haven't explained anything wrong here, but I did explain something wrong to you before. I have no problem admitting that on camera. I'll always admit when I'm wrong.
No, that's fine. I get things
what
wrong.
I was doing before when I was playing is because the ability die that I have says that you can roll this before any encounter, and then I roll these dice after. I always thought I had to choose in terms of re-rolling 1s. If I roll a 1 on this, because you can only re-roll once per turn, I figured if I re-roll that one, I'm not allowed to re-roll any of these. You can actually do it after you've rolled all dice. So I roll this first, suffer the consequences, roll these, and then any 1s I get to then re-roll at that point.
Okay.
And I do not suffer the consequences twice. If this ends up being a 1 again, you only suffer that once. So I did look that up on BDG, and it looked like it was a common question. So if anybody else out there has wondered, there's an answer to that. So I will do this.
Okay. Of course. It's a 1.
So, yep, here's the perfect example. So I take 1 damage, I spend 3 times.
Unbelievable.
It's called Daring Gamble for a reason. We then get to roll. I'll roll that one because it's a combat.
Right. And do you want me to roll this one? I'm rolling the one that I have.
Up to you. Your character, your choice.
I mean, it's just really more chance to get higher numbers, but
and we do need big numbers.
you know what, might as well.
There's nothing lower than a 4 there.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yep.
Object lesson.
No
wow,
1s.
that is the worst roll.
Oh boy.
I have so many 1s here.
We may be in trouble here.
Whoa, and rolling that extra die seemed to have done absolutely
we may be
nothing.
in trouble here. Okay.
Okay, hold on now. What's this here? Object lesson. Rain 86.
Not sure.
I'm not sure. You'll have to tell me what that means.
Okay. You have a yellow 3.
Yeah.
That doesn't do us any good out there. The armor boxes must be filled. You have a yellow 4.
I have 4, yes.
And the
go.
armor box. Pink 4, I do not have. Let's
I have
throw
a black
that
4.
Yeah, let's throw that in there.
Wow, this is sad.
I have a pink 6, so that can go here.
I only have a blue 6. Blue 6, I have a 5 in the black.
Okay.
But then don't we have...
Okay, this isn't so bad. That was a 5, so 5 can go here.
I think that has...
And then a black 5 can go there.
Or there, because it's 2 hits.
That you could blue 6, right?
Oh, blue 6, yeah.
Yep.
It says, rolling the one immediately... Oh, okay. Object lesson. Rolling the one immediately after explaining the bit about rolling the one.
Yeah. Yes.
Who is that? I need to meet you. That is great.
Yeah. Let me show you exactly what I was talking about.
Like, wait a minute.
Next time I will not talk about that. So, this is what happens when you win. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Talk about good things. Okay, we actually didn't do too bad there. Just one box left empty. It is 2 damage.
I cannot take any more hits.
You can take 1.
Right,
and
I can take 1.
we do have to split it.
Sure, so I can
so
take 1.
So you take 1, I take 1.
But I'm at the brink of death now.
And so am I.
Oh, okay. We both
so
are. All right.
You go ahead and take the potion.
All right. I feel like I have to.
How much damage did you take off?
3.
Okay. For some reason I thought you were at 4.
Oh,
so,
maybe I did.
Yeah, because I think you were at 3 before, and you just took 1.
I mean, I had 2 life left, so I put 3 there.
But you just took 1 damage as well.
Ah, okay.
Right?
So yes,
yeah.
okay. Sorry, yes. I didn't
so you are at 4 of 5 health, and I am at 1 of 4.
Okay, so we need to fix that situation immediately. So these are
those are gone.
Gone. I get 1 back here. 1 goes. Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1. Well.
Yes.
What are we gonna do with that? We need more potions. We need to level up. We could level up with that.
Yeah, we might as well.
I could take it as an item, actually.
What says add?
Not as a skill. That does mean nothing as a skill.
I was gonna say, I'm like, it seems
no,
like a lot.
I mean as an item.
And in health.
Because it gets me another health.
Yeah.
Now the question is, does that level us up? It does. Doesn't it? 3, 6, 8. Yes.
Yeah. So
okay.
There
So
you
I'll take that as an item.
Sense.
So that gets me another pink and another health. So first off, I threw away the yellow because I'm not collecting those anyway. That goes up. That goes up. So I'm at 2 of 5 health. Then that XP goes in here, which will actually level us up. We are now going to be level 3.
All right.
And because we're level 3, we do get a potion, which is there because I didn't take it off yet from when you consumed the other one. So it's fine.
Okay.
Level 3, and now we can have 3 items and 3 skills.
Nice.
We're still only at the 1 encounter die. If you get to level 4, which I actually never have gotten to level 4, I tend to focus more on the items and the skills. I'm shocked I don't have a single skill here beyond the basics.
Not good.
But if you do get to level 4, you get that 2nd encounter die, which is strong. That's
very,
huge.
very strong.
Okay, we're almost to the bottom of the 2nd floor. So let's go. 2 time.
Yep.
Do
okay,
it.
here we go.
Knock on that door. A cave-in.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to throw at it?
Well, obviously. Obviously. And then I can roll that, and I can roll that.
True.
See?
Do I even bother with that?
I would
Maybe
not.
I don't, yeah.
Because it's, I know you're not brink of death, but
yeah,
close.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. So we're looking to climb over the cave-in.
Oh my gosh. This could be
Wait.
ugly.
So we need a total
It says,
of...
have you beat
19.
all of the dungeons? No, you haven't, have you?
Not all of them, no. With the... I also haven't tried the campaign yet. The campaign would give you a better chance at the stronger dungeons.
Yeah.
So something I haven't mentioned yet for anybody else that hasn't played the game is each of the dungeons have a level rating on them. The Dragon's Cave, we were hoping to give our best chance to get to the end, is actually a level 1 of 3. 3 is the hardest. So this is a level 1, and you saw how that first floor went.
Yeah.
So just imagine what the level 3 would be like. They have much more punishing obstacles that you need to go through on each floor. So no, I have not actually defeated all of them, but I also haven't tried the campaign mode. So I'll mention that as well, is the campaign mode, they do have sheets for tracking. I'll show a close-up of this. They do have a sheet. I don't know if that shows up well. That's all right. For tracking, anytime you go through a dungeon, you can actually check off experience and carry over the abilities that those bring. So that would be a way that you can go up against those harder ones that are probably going to be pretty difficult for just going straight to those. All right.
Did you want to... I just realized that's a lot. So
It is.
I mean, even if you take the hit, it's 1 hit, but then if we... Oh, yeah. I hope we're back. No, it didn't end. It was a bit of a slight touching of the buttons.
Yep. Hotkeys. Hotkeys will get you every time.
Just make sure we're back.
It says we're streaming.
Okay. Momentary hiccup.
Yes.
Refresh if it hasn't. Okay. Thanks, Rain. 86. It's on top of it. I love
right.
it.
Okay, so we're back to the cave-in. Yeah, it's a total of 19 I would need using pink.
Maybe we should. Yeah, I think you're going to have to roll it. I'm sorry. I just did some calculations.
Yeah, you think the pink? Oh, you think roll this. I see. So we're still going pink.
I mean, if you get a hit, well, that's life.
Okay.
And
Yay, it's not a 1.
It's
All right,
good.
so
Woo!
pink, and you're rolling those.
Yep. And that is poor.
And it wasn't poor enough to be a reroll.
That is bad.
Okay, so first off, it's a peril. We do need the 2. That's a must.
Did you roll a 6?
I did not roll a 6.
Oh, well, I could take the damage if it comes to it.
But I have plenty there, which is unfortunate that we don't have a 6
I know.
because I've got overkill
For that.
for the 11.
Well, it's okay because I can take the hit.
Okay. And you will.
And I will, apparently.
You threw me into the cave-in, but I came back and punched you for throwing me into the cave-in, so you take the
But
hit.
I got like massive shield, so it's temporary. All right, so that's going to
Now-
go there. I get that back.
Maybe I should take that as my first ability.
Yeah,
I only have the 1 yellow,
So-
but if it's a poor roll,
Exactly,
it lets
that
me
would be
add a
great to
black
use.
6 anywhere. So that's not bad.
I think it's wise.
Yep. I do need some abilities.
All right.
And I did have a thought there that has passed me. I'm sure it will come back. That was another rule I was going to mention, but I can't remember.
All right,
Anyway.
well, we'll come back to it.
Yep. All right, what else? That is gone. Don't know where that came from. And 4, I do get a pink back.
Yep.
Blue, I don't have that anymore.
All right.
Okay, so then we spend time. What are we at here? 2
Oh,
time. That's
got
our
rid
last
of your
2.
yellow. Oh.
Yes, to get the extra pink in health.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
which means
that was
that's
like that
kinda
was the
useless.
point of using that.
Right. Yeah. Hmm.
Unless you want to use it for a level up, it's only 2.
It is only 2, which won't get us very far.
No. Or. Eh.
We have 1 more run through the dungeon. I could take it hoping I get a yellow, or I just take it as a blue.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have
I'll
a
take it
ton
as
of
a blue.
blue.
Because we did level up to 3, so I can hold 3 items.
Yeah.
I still, as of yet, have no additional abilities. Thank you. So 1 more blue.
We will get there. It's going to happen.
Puts me at 2, so I'm
Yep.
at 5 and 2. Excellent. I'm still only at 2 health. Yes. And you're at 3, 3, and 3, because you did take a damage. That's right.
Oh, should I have enough?
No, you've got 3 health of 5
Yes, that is correct.
with 2 damage, because you just took a damage for that.
I did.
For this 6 here.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so I did just spend the 2 time.
Yep.
We get to look at 1 more door before we descend to the 3rd floor.
Oh boy. Pick the lock.
A locked door. I'm a rogue. I could pick that lock quite easily.
You sure could.
It's 1 time. Now, in this case, 1 time would mean 1 heart on the stairs, which actually doesn't advance us any quicker because we're not spending the cards. You don't want 3 damage tokens on there because then that means one of us needs to take a damage, but I don't mind putting 1 on there to do the easier option because we're not actually burning any cards to do so. So if you're cool with that,
Yep.
being the rogue, I really want to pick that
Why
one.
not? So I'm taking you're just doing the 6, or do you want us to roll?
I will do these. You get to do that one
Yeah.
regardless. You get to do this one regardless. I think we might be okay.
Ugh, don't jinx it.
Okay. No problem.
4.
6s and 5s and 4s. Oh my. So there's the 6, there's the 2. We need 8 and we have a total of 10, 24.
lot.
I think we got that.
I think we're good.
Yep. Now, maybe I'll take that as my first ability.
Great. Well, 'cause you
I
have so
have
many
lots
pink.
of pinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's called Accuracy. It does take 3 pink dice to do it. So it would take a pretty crappy roll, but at least it turns a crappy roll into something, and that something being a black 6 to put anywhere. So I'll take that. I don't mind that at all. I would still love to have that healing ability. Or
I
that
know.
prevent
Hopefully
damage.
it'll come up soon.
All right, that's the 2nd level. This is going to get shuffled. So we
All
now
right.
go to the 3rd floor,
Oh boy. I think it might get ugly.
which now has a the dungeon brings an ability called Dragon Skin.
We're all out.
And it is both our armor boxes, which means no matter whether we're doing combat or a peril, those must be filled
Wow.
to be able to complete it.
My brain's like, oh gosh, are we gonna make it? Well, I mean, at least you've got a taste for the game at this.
We got to the third
point.
floor.
So there you go, Alan. We got to the third floor.
Yep.
That's saying something, I think.
All right. So just to assess where we're at right now,
Yeah.
we have no experience. So I don't think there's any point in throwing anything at experience points because we're not going to get to the 10 required.
Sure.
Unless we get a couple big ones,
Right.
which I
And
doubt.
then
But
they're not good.
so I think we're basically looking for some good skills here. So 5 cards first for the Hall of Statues. That's the first floor Dragon's Cave. And this is all cumulative. In case you haven't seen what's happening here is the first floor ability for the Dragon's Cave is the Hall of Statues. And that's spending 5 time anytime you go to a new floor. But we have to do that even though we go to the second and third floor. So these accumulate and get more dice that you need to be throwing on it. So our first turn on the third floor will be spending 2 time to get 4 new options.
Yeah.
And then 2 more time so that we can open one of those doors.
Oh boy.
Where would you like to go? A force wall. So this is a peril.
Ooh. Hello.
You'll get to reroll. Ooh, and it is a level 4.
And I get a black die. Hello.
And not a bad ability.
Oh, that's true. But
You
it's a lot
can
of
take one more.
blue.
It is. And this is a total of blue. So you don't need a 6 blue like you need here.
Right.
You need a total of 6.
Oh, okay.
And what this does is Crushing Fist for trading in 6 magic total. You can then add 2 6 yellows to any yellow requirements.
So which color does it come down to?
Although that would be a great item for you.
More health, more yellow.
More health, more yellow.
So that's a lot of time though for that pink. Woo! And it's only 3 difference. Because then we would have these.
Yeah, I say we go for the blue because we've got 5 pink combined, we've got 5 blue combined. You're the one that gets to re-roll on perils, and you've got more blue.
So I have all this, this, and then we have this.
And we need this.
Yeah.
It is only a 3 difference. Let's blast through that wall, shall we?
All right. So who's rolling me?
You're going to be rolling
No, you
those.
ne- yeah,
no,
you need to
because
roll.
you
Oh,
get
that's
to
right, I get
you
to,
get
'cause
to
I can do
re-roll.
that.
So you keep those. I'll start with this.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Not a 1.
Not
All
a
right.
1. That's pretty good.
And I do get to help with the blues. Oh, I got
What is
11 right
going
there.
on? But I did
No,
get
that's
2
great.
6s.
That is great.
But the blues are just terrific.
That's all right. I think we're there.
All
So you've got a 6. I've got a 5.
I do have a 2.
You have a 2. And then we need 14. I've got 11 right there.
Right, and then I've got 6, so
No
that's
problem.
overkill.
That is an item for you. So you get 1 more yellow
Sweet.
and 1 more health.
Excellent, because I feel like with the next
Nice.
round coming, I will need it. All right.
That's there. That's there.
So I get that. That comes back.
Did you
This.
get any of those?
I have 1 blue, and I'm actually getting another
That's gonna be
yellow.
spent.
And that's
That's
yours, I
gone.
think. No?
Oh, yes, it is. I have 2 blues.
Mhm.
Did I mark that down? Yes, I did.
All right.
Yeah, I'll leave it for now. Okay.
I think I'm getting rid of it.
I'm getting worried about my my health.
Well, it's close.
Fire elemental.
Oh, hello. Come
You get a
back.
black. Yep.
Yes, another die, because it's over. Is it 4? 4.
Yeah,
4
it is a level 4.
encounter.
So this needs a lot of blue and pink, which we're doing all right.
All right,
now.
and
We're
then
doing
we've
all
got
right.
some extra stuffs here.
Before the encounter, 1 hero loses a health.
Well, I probably should do that.
Are we doing this? We don't have to do it.
I mean, it's doable. It's not doable.
It's not doable, but what do we gain from doing it is what it comes down to.
So
I could take it as an item, which would get me another health and another pink. I'd be ditching a blue to do so.
the health is good, but do we really need that much more pink? And that's the skill at the bottom. Change a blue die to a 6, then spend it as mana.
I don't know if that's worth going after.
Okay. So you think we should leave it?
Yeah.
Taking that off because I was going to take it if we were doing
You got the black die out of it, which is great.
Right.
I don't know if it's worth taking the hit for stuff that really isn't that necessary.
Okay.
The only thing that we could go for at this point is the 4 XP
But
for a total of 10. We'd still need 6 more, and we're running out of dungeon.
Well, we can open another
So I think at this point,
door.
I think we should leave it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that then.
Flame statues. That one I wouldn't mind taking.
Okay, but definitely the pink.
For 3
right?
gets the 2 pink.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so going after the pink, yep.
Yeah, so I can roll these 2. Are we rolling that? Okay.
Do we want to roll both? That one, the one that you
this
got
one
from
here?
level 4?
So I can do these 2.
Those definitely.
14 and
Because
then
that's going to be one-time use, right?
Yeah.
I will roll this as well.
Don't be a 1. Can't afford it.
Well, okay, I can do this before the encounter.
Okay.
Now, do we want that? I think we might be okay without it.
I think we'll be all right.
All right, let's go without it.
I say that now. Oh my goodness! But I rolled a 1, so I get to reroll.
Yes, you do.
That's good.
I got a 1 as well, but I don't get to
Jeez,
reroll.
3 and a 3.
Do you have 6s?
Not a 1.
No. So.
Not a 1.
Well, let's see. We might have to suffer that. The 5 is necessary. Do you have a 5? No.
2 3s.
So this has to go here.
Yep.
Otherwise, we don't defeat it. This has to go here, because the armor boxes are a requirement. And then we're doing 14 pink, 3, 6, 9, 10, 16.
Yeah, because we can do that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and how much health do we lose?
1
on
health.
That? So either way, it's what I would have been losing there. So, but
plus
whatever else
potentially other
finish
things.
it.
Yeah. For something that we didn't really need.
Right.
That I will take as an ability though.
Because it works
That
well with the
can-
pink dice.
Yeah. If I get a bad roll with the blues, I can get 2 more pinks out of it.
All right.
Okay.
Did you get all your dice back in?
And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. That goes there. That goes there.
Okay.
Here we go. 2 more time. What do we got?
Right here. Ogre.
An ogre,
Whoa.
which is a level 4,
That
which
is-
does not get you another die. All yellow, all pink, all the time. No blues. We are heavy in yellow and pink, though.
Yeah, that's true.
What does it get us?
Change any number of yellow 5s to yellow 6s.
That's not
It's
that
not
strong of
great.
an ability.
And then you get a blue die in health if you want to use it.
Which
but
I could ditch that.
Yeah, to get it. Exactly.
So it would get me 1 more health.
Your call.
I don't know.
I mean.
It is a lot of yellow, because now we're looking at these as well.
Oh, whoa. You.
That's a total of, what are we looking at? 15, 27, 37, 40 in yellow.
We would have to roll so well.
Shall we go exploring?
I think that might be wise.
Okay, yeah, we're going to
There's
skip over that ogre,
no
because
way.
that is a lot of yellow
Holy
when you're
moly.
looking at what's needed for the dungeon as well.
No, there's no way.
So we get 2 more doors, and then spend 2 more time to open one of those doors. A rune puzzle.
It's not horrible.
This is a peril, which means you would get to re-roll. Either way, blues or yellows.
I mean, at least if we do the yellow, we don't have to spend time, but do we have enough resources to do it? Yeah.
I think
okay.
we can get there.
And I'm rolling both? Like this for sure.
That for
We
sure.
also have this.
That for sure, because those you get no matter what.
Yep.
So if we're looking at yellow, I don't get to roll any of those.
So maybe I should roll this. This would be the time. Because there's a lot. No, that one. This one.
This one here, yeah.
11 and...
I think we could get there.
without it or with it?
Without.
Okay.
What do you think? It's a team effort.
I could totally do it. I'm just saying, it's really just dependent on how
What do
good
you
I
think?
roll.
It's
I
a
know,
team
right?
effort.
Come on, help us out.
All right, I'll
You know,
roll this
first time's
first.
online, he's going to tell us to do it. Oh my goodness.
No.
Really?
The 1. All right, I have to take a damage in 3 time.
Wow.
That's poor timing.
That did not go well. So I'm thinking we might want to roll this
Go for
die.
it. Go for it, yeah.
All right.
All you.
Wow, that's so terrible.
Oh no.
But I have ones.
Yes, you get to reroll
So-
1s. Oh, that's a lot of 2s. Oh no.
2 5s.
That's better. So the first thing is, do you have any 6s?
I do.
And you have a 5. And yeah, I've got a 1. Do you have a 2?
I have a 2.
So do you have 11 left?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
Wait.
Waiting.
Is it an armor box? No, it's not.
Oh, there's an armor box up here. Yeah.
So if I place a yellow
Absolutely.
here, then I get to place a 6
on an armor box.
on
So
an armor box.
that's the ability called Armor Crush.
Armor Crush.
Doesn't matter what value the yellow is. She gets to put a 6 onto an armor box,
Yes.
which saves that 5, which could then go into here along with the other ones, which would make 11 more than we need.
More than
Tons.
yeah, we're
Yep.
fine.
Excellent.
Thank goodness for that.
Yay, an
little
ability
beaut.
saved us.
Thank
Those are
you.
yours. That
1,
one.
2,
That one.
3.
1 for you. Those are back.
And I'm
And-
missing some dice, and I'm missing one more yellow.
Okay.
There we go.
And what would you like to do with that? How many abilities do you have?
I'm 1, 2
Okay.
in addition to this.
You could take that to go with your yellow
Yeah,
abilities.
because yellow seems to be my thing.
So that one's called Valor, I believe. Nope,
This one
that's
is persistence.
So she can hand in 2 yellows of any value to then roll another yellow and a black.
Yeah.
So again, it's good for mitigating those bad rolls.
There we go.
We've got 1 door left. We've got 2 time left.
Oh boy.
Here we go. That's our last 2 time.
Door. I feel like we've been here before, but at least I
another
get another
phantom.
tie.
You do. And maybe we should
Oh.
just take that right into the dragon.
Yeah.
This ability is no good to us anymore.
No.
So when you go into the final boss battle, this ability is only good for perils. You don't encounter any perils with the boss battle. Also, when you go into the boss battle, any of your heroic feats are no longer valid, and it does have a marking on here indicating that.
So holistic developer, Armor Crush is a nice one.
Yeah, it definitely
It's
is.
been very helpful this
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah, there's a few that we were hoping to aim for. Armor Crush was one, and
Yeah.
then the one that lets me avoid damage, which I got in the first attempt, and then lost it because we lost on the first level. I can't remember what that ability is called, but that's a good one for the rogue. I think it's dodge. Dodge.
I think so.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, the ability doesn't do us any good. You're at your max for items.
I am.
I could take it as an item if we wanted to try for that. The XP won't do us any good.
Sure.
So, do we want to try that to get me 1 more health?
I think that'd be wise because it's looking kind of rough.
It is. And speaking of kind of rough, I'm within 1 of...
That's what I'm saying, of death.
I'm at 4 or 5, so I should be dropping this down 1. Having said that, I should probably...
Now would be the time.
I'm feeling quite thirsty, so... Get rid of 3. So that'll put me back at 4 or 5.
Okay. All right. What?
Do we go for it?
Really? We
Oh,
might.
right. Immediately discard all 1s
Yeah.
and 3s. Oh, no.
So the way we've been rolling, that might be the entire batch, but at
That
least-
also negates the ability of re-rolling 1s because you discard the 1s. So you don't even get to re-roll them. All right. It's too close to the dragon.
All right. So
Let's just...
we could do
We'll
another
leave
one.
it. Well, no, if we do another one. So if we flee from this...
Oh, that's right. Then
we would have to
take
spend more time,
That's
which,
right.
yeah, we can't do that.
No.
We could, but we'd be putting damage tokens there. And
So we're
would be
leaving
punishing.
that.
so I think we just go right to the dragon.
All right.
At least we can say we went to the dragon.
True. Versus here we might die.
Okay,
Going
that's
to
it.
the dragon.
We have found the dragon, so we're going to go up against it.
Oh boy.
So I will show you, just in case you were not able to see from a distance, what a regular card looks like.
It was rough times, I tell you.
I know I showed one at the beginning, but to refresh your memory, that's what a card looks like. You've got the box requirements on here, the numbers that you need, and then if it's a wide box, then you're looking at totals for as many dice as you want to put into that box.
Mm-hmm.
Now, having said that, here's the dragon. We get to show you the dragon. This is what we're up against. So there's some very high pink dice required, and then a lot of blues and yellows required. 16, 17, and it has 6 health. So the way the bosses work is in this corner, it shows you how much health they have. So the dragon's going to have 6 health. The way that we actually apply damage to the dragon is along this side. You need natural 6s you cannot put any black 6s into those boxes. And then they have these skull icons in there indicating damage that is done to the boss. So a lot of the way that this is going to work is just trying to survive long enough for us to do 6 damage to the dragon. You will not do this in one round. It's going to take multiple rounds, and hopefully you survive multiple rounds to do it. And that's where that dodge ability is very strong when you come against a boss, because it actually lets you prevent 2 damage. And what will usually end up happening with a rogue in the party is you can at least do one of these natural 6s and then dodge the other 2 damage from those boxes and fill in the rest. And you just kind of try and pick away at the dragon. In this case, without the dodge ability,
see what happens.
This is going to be rough. But we made it here. You've seen the dragon. Now you get to see us eaten by the dragon.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Although I'm looking a little low on life.
All right. So we are, let me get our stats up here. We are now at the boss.
At the boss.
We have no potions.
Dun, dun, dun.
And just to make sure I've got it all right, you've got 4 yellows.
Yep.
3 blues.
3 blues.
I've got no yellows, 5 pinks.
Yep.
And 2 blues.
Yep.
I've got 1 damage. You've got 2. No, you've got 3 damage.
3 damage, so I'm at
you're
3
at
health.
3 of 6.
Yeah.
All right. All up to date.
Okay. We made it.
We made it. Here we go. I'll start with this.
Yep.
Oh, I will not start with that.
No.
Right. So like I was saying, the heroic feats are no longer valid. You cannot use those during the during the boss fight,
good.
which also means you can't use that one.
I can't use any of these.
No, you can. It's just this one.
Oh, the hero feats. That's
It's
right.
just
So
the
I can
heroic,
use the others.
The heroic feats, yes.
Ha, ha, ha.
All of your skills can be used. Your heroic feat cannot. So this one cannot. This one can. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I already pulled it out. So.
Yeah. Just so you know that it's not.
So you know what? Maybe we should just do that. Because this is the one that I took from here.
Okay.
Because if I leave it there,
So,
I will probably
It's
want to use it.
All right.
Marianne, panic.
Yes. It's a dragon. Nothing good can come of this.
I know.
So I will re-roll, or I will roll this because I can re-roll ones with your ability. Your support aura still triggers.
Yep.
Just your valiance
that one.
does not. All right. Here we go. Any final words?
Oh my god.
Okay, I got some decent rolls here. I don't like the way you're reacting to yours.
Well, I can re-roll the ones though, right? Or not in this
Nope.
No,
I can.
You can, but I can't.
Because
well,
you can only re-roll
we're in trouble.
and I am re-rolling 2 of them to get another
So
1 and
for
a
those
3.
watching, I just managed to roll some terrible numbers.
But don't forget, you've got some yellow
I do,
abilities down there.
Which will give me, like one I could actually get a 6, one allows me to roll a yellow and a wild.
Okay, so let's see here.
Because this is garbage.
Well, first of all, I do have a natural 6 in pink. Not committing it to that yet.
Sure.
But there is the potential. Do we have any other natural 6s?
No,
that's
it
the
is
only one we
sad
have.
state, but
Okay,
I can
that's
make
gonna
a
be
6.
rough. You can make a 6 to go into an armor box, correct?
True, yeah.
So you could go into here.
And then
Now, this pink 5 won't go anywhere else good, so I
Right.
could do that, and you could do that to fill in that one.
Yeah, so if I do this, then I can just take this.
Because, again, the armor boxes are a must. If you don't fill those, you do not actually complete it.
All right.
So then we look at our totals. We know we don't have the natural 6s in yellow or blue,
Oh, it's
so
that.
it's just we need 16 blue, we need 17 yellow.
So I have 10 and then 8 in blue.
Okay, so let's look at the blue first. We need 16. You have 8, and 4 is 12. And then I will make these 2 4s
Mm-hmm.
into a black 4. That gets us 16.
Okay, so it's 16 for that.
And then we need 17.
So,
So 10,
there's 10.
15, and the 2 is 17 yellow.
Wow, that was a waste.
So the ultimate, let's see here. So what ultimately happens here is we do get 1 damage onto the dragon. So we got 1 swing in there.
386, everything is fine for now.
And then we take 2 damage, and that's where I really wish I had that.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I can
that
take it, but
ability.
it's creeping up there. So 2, taking 2.
Yep. So you take 1, I take 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we go again. So I've got 5,
1, 2, 4,
2,
1, 2, 3.
That'll go here, which I'll take.
Right.
You get one down there, and then those were just traded in. Right.
All right.
We've got everything.
I believe
2, 3,
so.
4, 5, 1, 2. All right.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, why am I rolling so I did get a 6 this time at least.
I got 4 6s.
No.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
It is.
Much better than what I got.
Okay. We're getting somewhere here. So let's look at our natural 6s first. So I've got a natural 6 in pink. You've got one in yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're doing this, trying to work out the math, it does matter who they came from. Because, for example, I could not use one of Mandy's yellow dice to trigger one of my skills.
Right.
So if you're going to be rearranging afterwards, try and keep track of who's actually placing what where.
So you do have a 6 over there in blue.
I do. That would give us all 3 naturals.
Thank goodness, because we haven't had
But
that.
can we fill in the rest? That's what it comes down to.
So
I do have 2 6s to cover this.
okay.
And then do we have 16 blue?
I have 10, 14. I have 17.
Get the black 4 out of there because I've got a blue 1.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we're good. So if we put those in, that's a total of 17 blue.
Was that 10, 14?
With the 3.
Yep.
And then with yellow, you've got 10 there, 14, 19.
Yeah. So
We're
I think
good.
we're good.
Nice.
All right.
So we don't take any damage, and we do 3 to the dragon. Oh, who saw that coming? Yes! Yay for the underdogs.
Actually, Rain A6 did say everything will be fine. You were correct.
An oracle in the crowd.
I know.
Excellent.
This is fantastic.
All right.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. Yeah.
Wow. I think that's the first time I've seen that.
Really?
Doing
Just
covering
clean.
everything clean without having to use preventing
So you were on
damage and
fire.
like that. All right. Let's go again.
Whoop.
Not bad.
Okay, I did roll some 6s this time.
Not as strong as the last one, but I do have a 6. I've got a
great.
natural 6 in pink.
I also have one in blue and yellow.
Okay. We only need to do 2 damage and survive.
So I'm just kind of placing it here to give
Yep.
you an idea.
So you've got those. I've got this. And then I do have the 2 pinks to go into the armor boxes. Now, 16 blue. You've got 7 and I've got 6. That's 13.
I do have a 3 in black.
That would make 16.
I'm just trying to see down here 9, 10. I have 11
11.
in yellow.
16. So, okay.
Right,
So put the blues in. So we've got that.
Okay.
We've got that. We've got those. We said that's 8 and 13, and the black is 16.
Okay.
And then 5, 10, 14, 16. And then I can upgrade that to a black 2 to make 18. That's another 3 damage to the dragon.
Woo!
We just killed it. Wow. I honestly did not see that coming. Wow.
I know. I thought for
Okay.
sure we were goners.
Yeah. Yeah, that you saved all your good rolls for the end.
I know, apparently.
Yeah.
I like the suspense.
You were you were just sharking it the whole time, eh? Well done. Well, there you go.
Oh, there you
We
go.
defeated the dragon.
Yay! So much positivity.
Whew. Yeah.
See, I'm glad we started over. So
Yes. The first one was to show how horribly wrong it can go, and then how it can go better.
Yay, everyone's celebrating with us, so
Yay.
thank you. Lots of celebrations.
Yes.
Like that last one.
I actually didn't think it was going to go like that. I was just happy to get to the dragon. Yeah.
So,
All right, there you go.
So overall,
That's one deck dungeon.
I thought it was really good. I wasn't sure what to expect. You know, dice rolling, I'm pretty horrific. But in this case, it was still fun.
No.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you have options. So, like, you don't have to do the first door that you open. You can choose other doors. I mean, yes, there are consequences for doing that. And I like the fact that there's an element of surprise that you could also have something that causes an increase to the amount that you choose. I think it's the goblin.
The goblin, there's a couple...
A few of those cards.
The goblin, I think there's one other type of
That kinda
creature.
does that.
The plague rat also has swarm.
Right.
Swarm.
Swarm. That's
Yeah,
what the
swarm is
ability.
the
I
swarm is
thought
the
that was
ability.
interesting, and I like games that give you lots of options. So you can decide to just really look at building your character, but you can also level up if you want to get more and kind of keep going. That's an avenue you can take. But you were mentioning there was another kind of strategy that you use.
Well, yeah, I've never tried to actually get to level 4, but it's not that going to level 4 is a bad or a bad choice, because if you get to level 4, you can take more skills and you can take more items. Now, odds are, if you've been spending all of your experience to get leveled up,
right,
you won't have saved that many. However, if you get to level 4, you then get one more encounter die. You get one more of these the black wilds, which, as you can see, the black wilds can be huge. That's a lot of flexibility. So to have 2 of those going into every encounter just based on level alone is great. But like Mandy was saying, it's the flexibility, right? Every encounter you complete, not only do you have flexibility in how you complete them, you can choose to. Can you tell who took all of the who took all of the traps on? Yeah, you not only have the flexibility in terms of how you complete them, you can choose to leave some boxes open and just suffer the consequences from doing that. But then it's also, what do you want to use it for? Do you want to use it for experience? Do you want to use it for an item, for an ability, for a potion? So it's fun to try all the different strategies in terms of how you level up your characters.
So we have a couple comments here for holistic developer start that. I think as a solo dice rolling game, it fills a good niche.
Yes.
So I generally don't play solo. I know you play solo games.
Yep.
But
I've played this solo multiple times.
But I would play this solo.
Yep.
Seriously, like I would, because I just find some solos. I played Caverna solo and it's fine, but it can be lengthy. If I'm going to play it by myself, I'd rather it just be, like an hour. I wouldn't want it longer than that, and it's still entertaining. So.
Well, and this can be played in under an hour
right.
easily. Or if you lose on the first 4, it could be played in 10 to 15 minutes. But no, going all the way to the end, we did a lot of discussion and rule explanations.
Right.
Yeah, you can easily defeat the boss in under an hour in this game. And travel. It's travel friendly. This is the size of the box. That's it
wonderful.
right there. So not only is the size travel friendly, but if you get the plastic cards, that's also travel friendly. Because if I take this, I take this down to the Caribbean, you could easily play this on the beach if you wanted to and not have to worry about it. You could spill drinks on it. And you could play this in the pool if you wanted to.
Bonus.
Yeah, so very travel friendly as well.
And we also have from Rain86 for a dice game. I feel like this one had a lot of good choices and strategy for a game that is heavily dependent on chance.
Yes, yeah,
and I would
definitely
agree with that statement for sure.
Yeah, nothing wrong with dice chucking, but there is all the strategy behind it as well. Like I was saying, with how you level up and how you want to try and defeat different characters. And
right. Well, being smart, right, about your choices. Like we had some heavy ones at the beginning. You don't just go guns blazing when you don't have any guns to blaze. You know, you need to build up to that.
Yeah.
So, totally agree. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything you wanted to add.
I think that is it. I covered the campaign. I think I covered it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
hopefully that gave you a good sense of how it plays.
Yeah, and then the expansions. Well, I think the Kickstarter's over.
I think so. Yeah.
But there will be an expansion, and I believe that stores will have it. So.
And they are doing a reprint. They're doing a second printing of it with the upgraded rules. So I did mention the rule variations as they came up in our play. There are a few other changes that were done that just never came up in our play. But on their website, they actually show not just the version 1.5 rulebook, but they show specifically what are the differences. So it's much easier to just pick out what's different between version 1 and version 1.5. So the reprint will be the version 1.5, and during the Kickstarter, they even had an upgrade where you could just get the different cards instead of getting a whole new set to get to the changed. Yeah.
All right, so that's it for us. Just to recap our social media, if you want to get a hold of us or if you have any questions, I'll start with my email first. It's die4games@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram under Board Gaming Pinup Girl, Twitter, Board Gamer Pinup Girl. You'll also find me here on Twitter with Michael, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also with To Die For Games on YouTube as well as Facebook.
I'm on Instagram as Pawlom, Pawlom, Twitter as Pawlom21, and email pawlom21@gmail.com, and here Monday nights at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you. You guys kept us very entertained tonight, so thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
You kept us wanting to fight to the end.
I know, so you guys were so motivating. So we appreciate that you watch us from week to week. It means a lot, so we appreciate that. And next week we'll be doing Unfair?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably Unfair.
Yeah.
We have streamed Unfair in the past. Unfair has been very unfair to us. We've streamed it in the past, but it just didn't want to record for us. So
Yeah.
we never got a chance to upload it. So we are considering doing another stream of Unfair, but I don't know. 3 strikes. I don't know. We've had so much bad luck with the game. Now, the game's great. We had a blast streaming it the first time. So I'm sure playing the game a second time is not a bad thing.
So
but,
we'll see if we can get the
we'll see.
publisher creator. They joined us in the last one, so
They did.
maybe with their time difference it was rough, but hopefully they can join us for the next one.
Yeah.
So that's it for now. We're going to sign off, and we'll see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.